Hello students, I hope you are doing well. Once again, I welcome you in my video lecture. Today we are going to start our lesson Fiber to Fabric. In this topic, we are going to study how plants and animal fibers ultimately converted into clothes we wear. In my previous lecture, we have studied about types of fiber and also we have discussed many points like animal fibers, what is selectively breeding, then the rearing, what are the some important species of Indian breeds of sheep. That all points we have discussed. Today we are going to study about animal fiber wool in detail. But before that, I will revise all points again so that we will continue our next point. I want to tell you how fibers are ultimately converted into clothes we wear. So you can see here fibers are converted into yarn by spinning. Then yarn is converted into fabric by weaving and knitting. Then fabric is converted into clothes that we wear by stitching. All these points you have studied in earlier standards. In my previous lecture, we have also studied about types of fibers. So tell me, what are the types of fibers? Yes, natural and synthetic. These are the two important types of fibers. So the fibers that we get from plants and animals are called natural fibers. Then plant fibers are cotton, jute and coir. So coir is the fiber which we obtain from coconut tree. Remember this. Then animal fibers, wool and silk are the animal fibers. Then what is meant by synthetic fibers? Fibers which are synthesized in industry from simple chemicals obtained from petroleum are called synthetic fibers. Polyester, nylon, acrylic, these are synthetic fibers that we use. You have studied about plants fibers in 6th standard. So we are going to study about animal fibers in this year. This year we are going to study about animal fibers in detail. So what are the animal fibers? Wool and silk are the animal fibers. So let's study about wool first. Then tell me why wool is important. Yes, we can use many things which made from wool, like sweater, muffler, caps, gloves, blankets, shawls, because this wool keeps us warm. It keeps you warm. That's why we are using wool. Then let's move forward. From where we get wool? We have discussed this. We get wool from hair of sheep, goat, yak, camel, llama and alpaca. So what do you think? Why we use wool fiber in winters only and why we are not using that in summer? Because wool fibers which are normally obtained from animals trap the air in between them, and you all know air is poor conductor of heat. So this air prevents the loss of heat from our body to the cold surrounding, and that's why we feel warm. So we use wool or woolen clothes in winter to keep us warm. So tell me some animals from which we get wool. We discuss this all. I think sheep, you can see here in the chart, sheep which is commonly available wool in market, means that wool we get from sheep is commonly available wool in market. Then we also get wool from yak, that is called yak wool, and it is commonly found in Tibet and Ladakh. Then Angora goat gives us Angora wool which is found in hilly region. Kashmiri goat, the wool which we get from Kashmiri goat is very soft, so that's why it is used to make pashmina shawls. Then also we get wool from camel, and alpaca and llama are the types of camel which are found in South America. Also we yield wool from them. So commonly available wool in market is wool which we get from sheep. So we will study about sheep wool in detail. So you can see here we get fleece and that converted into clothes. Then how just this wool which we get from sheep get converted into clothes? This process involve 6 steps, means processing fibers into wool involves 6 steps. So we will study all the steps in detail one by one. So first step is shearing. Then what is mean by shearing? You can see in the picture. Shearing is nothing but removal of hair of sheep along with thin layer of skin. Shearing is usually done in summer. Why? It is done in summer and not in winter, because in winter that sheep requires that coat of wool to keeps them warm. That's why we just do this shearing in summer months, and after that what will happen, by the times that wool again they just grow in on their body, and they are protected in winter season also. So uppermost layer of skin is dead, so it doesn't hurt sheep. Means you I think this process is not this process is so easy, and it doesn't hurt sheep, because when we just cut our hair, it doesn't hurt us. Or whenever your father doing shaving, then what happens, shaving doesn't hurt your father. Like that, this shearing doesn't hurt sheep, because it is just removal of upper layer of skin along with that hair or fleece, so it doesn't hurt sheep. So I hope you got shearing. What is mean by shearing? Shearing is just removal of hair of sheep along with thin layer of skin. Then second step is scouring. Then what is mean by scouring? Scouring is nothing but washing off sheared skin and hair in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. This fleece which we remove from sheep consists of many dust particles, dirt and grease. So to remove these dust particles, grease and dirt, we just wash that all wool. This is done, means this can be done manually, or if it is in larger quantity, then it is done in machines, by using machines. So scouring is washing of sheared skin and hair in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. If it is in larger quantity, then it can be done in machines. It makes the fleece skin clean. Fleece is then dried. I hope you understood what is scouring. What is scouring? Scouring is nothing but just washing of that fleece and then drying of that fleece. The third step is sorting. So I will explain you this by giving simple example. If I will give you flowers of many colors, red, white, yellow, purple, many colors of flowers are there in basket, and if I just ask you to separate all of the flowers, then what will you do? You just put yellow flowers in another basket, in one basket, and in second basket red flowers, in third basket white flowers. Or you can also separate by depending upon their fragrance. Also you can separate by using the number of petals. They are tripetals or pentapetals. So you can, means what are you doing actually? You are just separating that flowers as per their similar characters. Like this, in sorting, separation of fibers of different textures, colors and length is done. It is done in factories. So sorting means just separation of fibers depending upon their texture, colors and length. So fourth step is removal of burrs. Then what is mean by burrs? Burrs are small fluffy fibers, and they are just pick out, and these fibers are again scoured and dried. You can see in the picture what is mean by burrs. Burrs are the small fibers. You have seen these on your old sweaters. So they just remove out, and they again scouring is done. Then fifth step is dyeing. So what is mean by dyeing? So you all know natural color of fleece is white, brown or black, but the sweaters which we wear or which you wear are of different colors, red, yellow, purple, green, orange, many colors are there. Then what do you think, how this will be done? It is done by dyeing. Then dyeing means what? Dyeing means just simply color all that white, brown, black fleece into different colors. So dyeing is in this step the fibers are just dyed in different colors. And last step is rolling. So rolling means fibers are then rolled into yarn, and longer fibers are used for making woolen sweaters, and shorter fibers are used for spinning and weaving by making woolen clothes. So you know, fibers are converted to yarn, and then yarns are converted into fabrics. So this is the process. Means when we are talking about processing of fibers into wool, it involves 6 steps. Which 6 steps? Shearing, scouring, sorting, then removal of burrs, dyeing and rolling. These 6 steps are very important. Remember these all steps, because these steps are very important steps. Then last point from this animal fiber wool is occupational hazards of woolen industries. Then what is mean by occupational hazards. So risk faced by workers in working industries are called occupational hazards. Means if we are doing any work and then we have to suffer from risk whenever we are doing that work, that are called occupational hazards. And occupational disease is disease due to work or working condition. Means we are, when we are doing a particular work or we are doing work in particular environment and we are suffering from a disease, and that disease is due to that work or working condition, then that disease is called working occupational disease. So in woolen industries, shortest job is risky as sometimes they get infected by a bacterium anthrax, which causes a fatal blood disease called Sorter's disease. Means people who are working in woolen industries are get suffered from this Sorter's disease. What is mean by Sorter's disease? This is, your disease is caused due to bacterium anthrax and it is a fatal blood disease. And also small pieces of woolen fibers can cause respiratory problems and diseases. So students, I hope you got all points. I hope you understand all the concepts related to animal fiber wool. Means how, what is the steps involved in processing of fibers into wool, and what are the occupational hazards of woolen industries. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you.